Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hammer Brothers. You know what we're playing.
I'm fairly decent at this game. At the early levels.
And that's what makes this interesting. I've beaten this game 1,000 times, inside, outside, back ways. I'm handing it over to Matt, who only knows, like he said, the first four or so dungeons. So I'm going to be here helping him when he needs it, but...
I know how the game goes. I've seen you do it, but it's different when you're actually doing it yourself.
This is essentially going to be your first playthrough to completion.
Pretty much. Usually around the time our game usually craps out, or the NES.
Well, these things weren't designed to last forever, unfortunately. And with enough maintenance and a small Phillips screwdriver, you can work wonders.
Yeah. Hopefully some of these clone systems that are coming out are going to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing early reviews on the Retro N5. They're a little mixed, but it seems promising. Were you paying attention to all that?
Yes, I was.
Because you really need to know all of that.
I know all the symbols mean.
Please look up the manual for details. I don't have the manual.
We don't have the manual anymore.
The manual is long gone. There you go.
Shut up.
I say nothing.
I should just put my name down as Hammer.
You really are Mickey's friend Hammer, aren't you? There you go.
Here's our start.
Do it.
Should I do it without not collecting the sword?
Let's, please. Slow down there, Tiger. Let's do the most iconic scene in all of fantasy gaming. Alright, you know objective number 1.
You gonna talk?
Yeah, I was hoping that was a lead-in. I said, you know objective number 1. That was a little quiz.
Oh, okay.
You know objective number 1.
Yeah, I know where it goes.
Alright, take out the...
This is going to take a while, so you gotta do... Why did I go in there?
I don't know. Your
Can I
window...
just steal it?
No, you can't steal it. That's not until a few games later.
Oh, really? I could steal it?
Well, you could in Link's Awakening. The one shop in the game. You remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, you could.
Yeah, you could run, like, pick up the item and then, like, walk right around the shopkeeper and step out. But if you did that, the game called you thief for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And if you ever walked back in you ever walked back in the shop, the shopkeeper would fire an instant, unavoidable death beam from his eyes at you. Stealing is bad, kids. Don't do it.
Yep. The thing is, I know where most of these secrets are, but I can't get them yet.
It's all... For a lot of playthroughs, and the way that I normally play through, I usually take like a very huge gap of time between Dungeon 1 and Dungeon 2. After Dungeon 1 is when I start, I get the things you gotta get in there, the bow, the boomerang, and then I spend my time getting all of these secrets.
Yeah. But then what happens when... Oh, great. What happens when you need them later on?
Well, you won't need them later on because you've already had them. The general idea is that the stronger Link becomes early on, the easier the rest of the game is. So it's really good to pick up like a lot of your heart containers and your medicine and all of your secondary items, you know, before you even step into Dungeon 2.
You know, there is one Zelda game I beat, and that was Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, and we've played Ocarina of Time multiple times.
Actually, I think I spent more time trying to catch ghosts in the field than anything else.
Oh, that's right. I'll remember that. We used to play that as kids, and you would spend...
But I used to be good at that,
You would spend hours just kind of galloping around Hyrule Field looking for the pose.
Because it would never show up.
Well, they would show up, but they would show up for like a split second and then disappear again.
Yeah.
So you had to have like... And you could only find them on horseback. So you had to ride around on horseback. The second one appeared, go into your bow mode, hope your accuracy's right, shoot it, kill it,
And hope you have an empty bottle on you.
before it disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is one of the trickier things to do in the Ocarina of Time, aside from getting the Goron sword without warping.
Yeah.
The one that essentially involves you running all the way up Death Mountain to the top. We've done it.
No fun though.
Oh, you get there with no time to spare, no matter how good you are at it.
Damn it. Yeah. I'll go this way first. Back the other way.
Like before with the Mega Man playthrough where I had the Robot Master Guide, I have another book. Another old book from my NES collection here. This is, maybe I'll throw a picture up on the Facebook of this thing, but this is Conquering Zelda, the Unauthorized Guide by Mr. Donald R. McCrary. And it was a strategy guide for this game.
Were any of these were the ones you had to push?
No, not here. And this was a strategy guide for both Zelda and Zelda 2. The neat thing is that there are maps, but they're all done in like the ASCII,
That doesn't help you.
the ASCII art, with notes and a key on what everything means. Probably pour through those a little bit later, but right now, eastmost peninsula is the secret.
I don't remember.
I don't. I'm not actually sure what that refers to, considering I know a lot about Zelda. It might be referring to the secret area past the money-making game at the top of the east of the map. It could be a reference to a heart container. It could just be a reference to the fact that the Triforce piece is at the eastern part of this dungeon. Who knows?
It's at the west.
Oh, it is.
No, it's east.
Oh, it is.
I don't
You confused me on my direction.
I don't know my north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, but I was pretty
But
quick.
you agreed with
I was
me,
pretty
thanks.
quick to agree with you. Oh yeah. All right.
It's gonna take me 10 minutes to get through his first dungeon. Whoa.
And right across. There we go.
At least I could get the boomerang before the end of this episode.
Mhm.
Or, I mean, the bow.
Yeah.
I thought you got the boomerang at the first level.
You do. You get it. You just haven't gotten to it yet. You're nearly there. We could probably wrap up this dungeon. Ah!
I know what I'm
With a
doing.
little giant spike grid teeth nail needle block things.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
use
gotta
the bow.
gotta get arrows first.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the boomerang room. There you go. One rang for your troubles. Ooh, there we go. You needed heart.
Yep. That'll work.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now you take out, Aquamentus, I think is the name of this dragon.
Really?
Yeah, Aquamentus.
I just called him Fire Dragon.
Also suitable. Alright. And that actually wrapped up pretty nicely, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, Coming up on Hammer Brothers, one Triforce down. A bunch more to go. Stay tuned.